Hello everyone, this is Goat King with another PSN profile review. Today we're reviewing Clarink, French gamer, Bienvenue mon ami, trophy level 28, 5,248 trophies with 119 of those being the platinums. 131 games played, 109 completed 100%, and 90% completion. Very nice. We're going to take a look at Claring's games, see what they've got. 552 trophies missing. That's on the low side, which we like seeing. With that out of the big stats taken out of the way, let's take a look at what games Claring has. First off here, we got a Hat in Time indie platformer. I know a little bit about this game. It's kind of, if I wanted to describe it, if you've ever played Nintendo Mario 64 or Mario Odyssey, it's kind of like that, more or less. It's very it's a game that I would like to try. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Next we have AI, the Somnium Files. This one's one of those mystery dialogue-based games. If you ever played Danganronpa or something like that, it's kind of like that. Easy platinum, easy enough. Very good on getting that one. Alien Isolation. Very good on this. A very rare platinum. I like. It's a good Alien game. Grew up watching the films. They're pretty. This one's pretty good. It's more stealth based. I prefer it over like Alien Colonial Marines, the shooter Alien game. This one's a very good one. Good job on getting that one. Looking at the Assassin's Creed stacks here. Looks like you got the Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection on the PS4, and you console stack too. The Ezio collection is actually something I'm going to be working through relatively soon. I picked it up. It was on sale during the PlayStation's Days of Play, so I picked that up myself. So after I finish the game I'm working on now, I'm going to be going through this collection now on the PS4. You console stacked Assassin's Creed 2, which is awesome. It's considered one of the best games. Like between that and Brotherhood, I think it's considered one of the best Assassin's Creed games. But very good on that. Revelations is all right. I don't remember playing it. I remember playing it on the PS3 version. I lost my disc for it, so I'm looking forward to going back and playing it on the PS4. You don't have any of the modern ones, not Origins or Odyssey, and that's fine since they changed it to be more RPG-like. Some people don't like it, some people do. If you don't like those, I would at least recommend getting Assassin's Creed 3, the remake or the remaster for the PS4. That was one of the other better Assassin's Creed games. I'd recommend getting that one. And all that, good job on getting all the hundreds on your Assassin's Creed games. Alright, you have the Altier Rorona, the Alchemist of Ireland, and Altier Taroti, the Adventure of Ireland. These games I'm not that familiar with. I know they're turn-based JRPGs. It looks like you tried them and you didn't really care for them. You played Totori a little bit, and maybe you just got bored with it. I don't know. And then later on in January of 14, you tried the other one and you just didn't care for it at all. I would recommend, I guess, going back and giving these another shot. if you still have access to your PS3 and those games, because it's a we never want to see an E rank, and you can always get more out of these. So I'd work on those. Uh, Batman games, you only played Arkham Asylum, the original version for the PS3. Very nice. That's always a good one to have. I recommend picking up Arkham City at least. Not all people like Arkham Knight, but I would definitely recommend picking up Arkham City. Even if you get is there a PS4? I think there's a PS4 version of it. But yeah, I'd see what you about more Batman games. I would avoid Origins. I didn't really like Arkham Origins that much, but I would definitely try out City if I were you, Clarink. Bloodborne, very good. Very good platinum. You missing some of the DLC on that. I would revisit that. See what do you have any of the DLC on here? Let's see what you got. Yeah, you don't have any of the DLC, so I would go back and give that a shot. These aren't too hard trophies, so you can get that uh, back up to, that A to an S rank and knock down your missing trophies a bit. Next up, we got Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night. Very good. The re-release of the classic Castlevania games. Very good on seeing that. Did it in a good time of 2 days. Not bad at all. You got Katherine, the original version. Katherine is a game that I've been interested in. It's the same. It's made by Atlas. It's a. I've seen the puzzle mechanics of it, and I'm not sure if I'm interested. Like I usually like puzzle games, but I'm just not sure about Katherine. But because it takes a lot of skill for it. I probably don't have that skill, just knowing of my abilities. But you got some good skill on that one, especially with the ultra rare platinum on it. Um, I would say, Clarink, I would try get full body, the PS4 release of it with some of the additional stuff on it. Uh, you in the letter Clarink sent to me, he said this one took a lot of time or a lot of skill to it, and with that, I think he's got it to take on full body, so I'd pick that up. You got your Crash games here. Very cool to see. All 100%ed, even getting the DLC. Crash games are good. There's been rumors going on that the fourth Crash game, not including the racing, is going to be released sometime this year, and actually sooner rather than later. So be on the lookout for that one, and because I heard rumors just today before I did this video of it coming out soon. So keep an eye out for that. I look forward to seeing Crash 4 showing up here sometime in the future. Oh, and you do have a Danganronpa on here. Very good on that. More visual novelish. I think these are all the games that are available for the PS4. I think there's, it's usually a Vita title, but I think there's 3 games available for the PS4. You got 2 of them. I think the only one left is, I think it's Ultra Despair Girls or something like that. So, I'd go see if you can pick that one up. I mean, it would be a good one to just complete all the PS4 ones. I'm assuming you're all on the PS4 here, just based on what you've had going through. So, I'd go pick up the last one that's available for the PS4. All right, you got the Dark Cloud games. With Dark Cloud 2 being one of my favorite games, if not the favorite. That I love seeing that. The first Dark Cloud, I played it on the PS2 when it was originally released. I didn't care for it as much as I did for 2. Uh, because I think what I didn't like about Dark Cloud 2 was you had to constantly make sure your characters were drinking water and stuff. It's a lot more survivally, and it's wasn't my cup of tea. Uh, where Dark Cloud 2 or Dark Chronicles, it was in the foreign release, was a little more of your uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Adventure-y, I guess. So, but the fact is, you got both of them, and fantastic, especially on 2. I love seeing when people have uh, this game. I really wish they would do a Dark Cloud 3 or something like that one day. Good job on that. You got your Dark Souls games. You got alright, the remastered. Yep, you got all 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good on all of those. Not big on the Dark Souls game myself, but I'm always glad to see when people complete a series like that. Then you got your Darksiders here. Very good to see. Darksiders 3, I actually found out. I had Darksiders 3. I got it apparently free from PlayStation Plus some time ago when it was sitting in my library. I did not even know I have it. So I got to get working on that. I would recommend picking up 3, complete the series as well for this. Because, like I said, you got the skill for it. So definitely pick up 3. Got Detroit Become Human on here. Your David Cage game, very good. I wonder if you have any other David Cage. We'll see as we go further down the list. We'll see if you have Heavy Rain or something like that. But moving on, you Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. That's the expansion to Diablo 3. They, uh, I remember this one had a few buggy trophies, but I think that might have been on the PS3 version, if I recall correctly. So, since you have the PS4 version, I think you can go back and knock a few more trophies off this one and get it. Because I don't. It looks like you didn't play the game all the way through just based on that. How many you have? So I would definitely go back at least play through the entire game one more time, get what you can off that, even if you don't platinum it. Because we don't like seeing these low letter ranks there. Don't Starve Together. I was talking about this one a little last time on Roto Ninja's review. Uh, I hear that this one's a lot more difficult. So unlike Diablo Reaper Souls, where it's just time consuming, this one, yeah, I might have to stick with more. You played it recently in May of this year, so this might be something that's like the game you like go to when you're tired of the game you're working on your trophy. So this is the hard one you practice on, or are just messing around with a bit. So I'll keep on working on that one at least. Very good on getting Dragon Quest 9. Very good. Got kind of a lot of JRPG stuff going. Digging it. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, very good. This is one that I've been seeing quite a bit of lately. I know you played in April 2019, but I've seen a lot more people with the Classic Edition. So I was wondering if it was on sale at some point. Um, I I don't think I'm gonna get the Classic Edition just because I already played the original on the PS3. But besides that point, you did a very good job. Took you only 4 days to do. Very impressive. Then we go down to your Final Fantasy games. Oh my, you have a lot of Final Fantasy games. Let's see. Oh wow, I think you might actually have like all the Final Fantasy games with trophies. I think the one you don't have is like the King's Age, which is the side game released for 15. But let's see, you got 7, both the HD remaster or the port for the PS4, the original, and you got the remake. Very good. I love seeing both of them. You got 8. That's one I'm going to be working on relatively soon. You got 9. You got 10 and 10-2 in the HD remastered pack. Love seeing that one. 10 I know is a pain in the neck with the lightning jump trophy, and 10-2 with everything you need to go to 100% is a pain. So fantastic job on getting both of these. You 11 is you don't have 11 on here. That's the MMO one. So again, a pass. I don't even know if there's a version on that has trophies. I know it was on the PSN. Oh yeah, there definitely should be a version that has trophies somewhere. I'm not sure on that though. You got Type 0 up here. Very good. This is one I don't. This is like a Final Fantasy that I've never played, so I'm not that familiar with it. I'm gonna look more into this one. You got Zodiac Age. Very good to see. I just saw recently that I forgot what YouTuber it was, did a everything wrong with kind of like Cinema Sins or Gaming Sins, and they did Final Fantasy 12 The Zodiac Age not too long ago. Uh, so check that out if you want to do a quick search after you're done watching this video. You got the 13 series, very nice. 15, you got the Platinum. It looks like you haven't played any of the DLC like me. Um, and that's kind of a bummer because I know some of the multiplayer trophies on DLC you can't get anymore. So I don't think you can get the 100% out of this one. But you can still get some more of the single player trophies. I would do that and get this B up at least to that A rank. But good job on all your Final Fantasy games. That's very impressive. I'm ecstatic about that. You got your Game of Thrones Telltale game. Love seeing Telltale games. And I think I go over this every review I do. Bummed out that they'll never make Season 2 to this, or at least I hope they do. But they probably won't. I think the rights expired. Got your God Eater games. God Eater is another one of those series that I've looked into several times, but I've never gotten into it. It's another RPG that I would like to check out. You got the PS4 version of God of War 3. Very good. Did it in a very decent amount of time of 2 days. Not bad at all. Gravity Rush. You got both the remastered version and the sequel. Very good. It looks like you took a break on 2 for a bit, and then you went back to it. We always like seeing when you go back. And okay, you do have Heavy Rain, so you do have at least 2 David Cage games. What else is there? I think Indigo Prophecy. Yeah, I'd pick that one up if they've released the remaster to that. Not very good on those. Oh, and Beyond Two Souls. I don't think I saw that on there. So if you want more David Cage games, I would pick those up for you. But very good job on Heavy Rain. That's one sitting in my library I need to knock off myself. ICO, very good on this one. Very whatchamacallit, Shadows of the Colossus. Not my cup of tea, but good job on that. You got your Jack games. Very good, very good. This, and I think I see this every review too. This is another series I need to get back to. I played the originals, and I never played the remasters. But very good on that, especially a decent amount of time, less than a day, 2 days, 3 days. So very good, and the racing one, awesome. And then you got your Kingdom Hearts stacks. This is like your Final Fantasies. I think you got them all. I think the only one you're missing is on the PS3 remaster of Kingdom Hearts 2, there's like another storybook game. Look at like because you got the one for Kingdom Hearts 1, the remaster came with like the storybook game of 358 by 2 days. And there's one on that like that for the PS3 version of Kingdom Hearts 2. But that's only 6 trophies, so that's no big sweat. You've completed the main games masterfully. I love see you have a very good JRPG uh, score going here. I love it. You played Life is Strange, very good. I recommend getting Before the Storm and Life is Strange 2. I just finished up Life is Strange 2 not too long ago. Highly recommend 2, especially with the subject matter covered with everything going on nowadays. But fantastic on that. Metal Gear Revengeance, another one, platinumed all the way. Could get more DLC on this. I know this one has some where it's like you can't take a hit while playing on hard mode, so I wouldn't blame you if you don't get the 100% on it. I know this one could be a pain. You got Mighty Number 9. That was the Kickstarter-backed Mega Man clone, if I'm remembering correctly. I remember I remember hearing stories when this game came out. Like a lot of people who backed it on Kickstarter, they received broken codes and stuff, and it took a hit from that. I also heard that it had like compared to like your conventional actual Mega Man games, the levels design were weird. So not a lot of people have this one. So very good job on getting this. I don't even think this is available on the PSN network anymore. I think you sent that, Clarink said that in the letter he sent me, getting ready for this review. But a fantastic job on that one. Minecraft, very good on the platinum. This is another one where it looks like you didn't do much with the DLC at all. I would again recommend picking up some of that DLC, getting that up at least a little bit. This is another one where getting the 100% is really difficult to do, but still you can do better than 4 to 6% on that one. So just think about going back and get it. You're doing it playing recently, so this might be another one where you're just taking a little break from it before you're dropping some more deals, some money into the DLC for it. I know Minecraft is one of the games like that you just go back to. So if you're actually playing it like to enjoy Minecraft, like my old roommate, he plays Minecraft nonstop, and then he'll stop, go back to it. So just at some point work on that. Mirror's Edge and Mirror's Edge Catalyst, very good on those. These are games I never really got into the Mirror's Edge franchise, so I can't speak to much of my experience on it. But very good job on Mirror's Edge. I know they're difficult. So, just another more DLC. I'm not going to harp on you anymore on DLC. But very good job on those. You got Monster Hunter World and the add-on expansion to that, Iceborne. Very good to see. Hunter World, I played it on my account. I liked it very much. It's just very, very grindy for me. And being another online game, like I have a problem with online games. And online games are always the ones with the lowest platinum trophies that make them rare. So it's always good seeing those. It speaks a lot to that you're not only a gamer, but you're a sociable person, which is always good to be. Uh, Naruto Ninja Storm 3, very nice seeing. Another one where you're missing some DLC. The DLC on this one hard. I'm not very familiar with the Naruto games. familiar with the series. I watched the anime or stuff. Haven't watched the sequel one. Uh, oh yeah, these are some easy DLC that you can get. I mean, you have to get an S rank, but seeing as you platinumed the main game, you shouldn't have that much of a problem with it. So I'd recommend picking that up if you have access to your PS3. Then you got Wrath of the White Witch. Very good on that. And oh, missing timestamps. What's that about? Huh. I don't. All right. I just have this thing about missing timestamps. I don't like it, but um, I'll let it go because everything else is above board. That's we'll move on from that. Uh, you got Near Autonoma. Very good on that one. Um, Neo, very good, again on DLC. Okami, this is one that, another one on my list that I've always wanted to play, but I've never gotten around to purchasing it or playing it. I've seen gameplay of it, and it looks interesting to me. But it's just one that's always escaped my attention somehow. Uh, but still, very good job on the platinum. One Piece Ultimate Red World. Um, this is one of the One Piece games that I haven't played. Um, for what I know about it, um, I know this is one that had originally came out on the PS3, and this is the re-release version of it. If you're looking for a similar experience on this one from the One Piece series, I would check out World Seeker. I heard it's a lot like World Seeker in terms of gameplay. But good job on that one. And of course, if you like One Piece, check out Roger Base's channel. You got your Persona series. You played Dancing in Moonlight. All right, so you got the two dancing games. I think you're just missing. Yeah, you're missing Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Since you'd have these two, I'd recommend getting uh, that. Just complete the dancing game series on it. It shouldn't be too difficult for you. They're not hard platinums with the being close to 50%. And so I definitely been picking that up. You got both Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale. Very good. Especially on Persona 5 the original, because I know some of the trophies on that could be tedious. For Royal, I'm still looking to get my hands on myself. Very good on that. And I don't know if I think 3 has a remastered for the PS4. Think 4 is only on the Vita, so don't worry about that. But yeah, at least pick up the other dancing game just to complete, so you have all 3 of the released dancing games. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. This is one that I'm gonna be picking up myself. Not too distant future. I'm gonna work my way through the remastered Assassin's Creed trilogy, and then I'll probably play this one. So this will be in my next 4 games that I play. I play the original versions on the Game Boy, the DS, or whatever it was, and the Apollo Wright or Apollo Justice Phoenix Wright game. So I'm a big fan of the Phoenix Wright series. I look forward to playing this one myself soon. Great job on that one. You got your Prince of Persia games. I think you got 3 out of the 5 that exist on the PS3. Very cool to see. Prince of Persia's franchise I never really got into myself. I like the aesthetic of it, but it's just something I never really got into. Like when Prince of Persia and the original God of Wars came out, I wasn't really into them. I only got into God of War after I got 3, and by then it was time to switch over to the PS4. And I didn't pick up any other God of War until the remaster, or I mean the reboot came out. So this might be one that I'll revisit it, or I'll go to at some point and see what it's about more. I saw the movie Prince of Persia. I didn't really care for it that much though. So who knows on that one? Maybe I'll await remasters on the Prince of Persia series. Ratchet and Clank, you got you console stack the first one, then you got 2 and 3, very good. The announcement of the newest one for the PS5 came out, so I won't be surprised when that one, I see that on your profile if I ever do a revisit. But good job on all those. This is another one where I got it sitting in my library. I just haven't worked through them yet. Very good on those. Rayman Origins. I've never cared much for the Rayman games. It's just a weird platformer for me. It looks like it ain't your cup of tea either. So no problem with that. But like I said, we don't like seeing these low ranks, so I'll try working some of that more up if you can. It looks like a lot of your lower rank games are your PS3 games, so maybe when you were just starting out, you were still working up your confidence and skills as a gamer. So I would go back and maybe visit some of those PS3 games. Alright, you got your Resident Evil games. You got 0, 2, 4, 5, and 6. It looks like 5 and 6 you didn't do much of the DLC on. That's alright. I would at least recommend uh, picking up the remaster of Resident Evil 3. I've been seeing a lot of chatter about it in the last couple of days for some reason. Uh, so I'd recommend picking that one up. As for 7, I couldn't say. I've never been that big into the Resident Evil franchise myself, but with 8 being announced for the PS5, maybe it's game you want to 7's a game you want to save till before you jump into 8 if you choose to get 8. Uh, Renaissance of Fate, very good on that one. This is a JRPG that I hear a lot of mixed feelings on. Like, a lot of people don't like the gameplay of it. I know I have a copy of this one, or at least the PS4 remastered, sitting around somewhere. I just haven't broken it out yet. But you got the original version, so fantastic job on that. Very rare. Uh, Rogue Galaxy. This is a game that's sitting unfinished on my profile, so uh, kudos again on surpassing me in this regard. You do got a lot of JRPGs and regular RPGs on here. I've got a good completionist streak with those games going on. Uh, Shakiro, Shadows Die Twice. Fantastic seeing this here. It's funny, I was just having a conversation with my friend at work about this game. I was mentioning how I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima the other day, and it's like he didn't know what I was talking about. I described the game. It's like, that game already came out. I'm like, no, it didn't. And he was telling me, and it's like, dude, that's a different game. So, this might be one that I pick up. Not while I'm in the not too distant future. I'm gonna play a Ghost of Tsushima twice. A lot of samurai games have been coming out lately. I don't know what's the deal with the samurai fair going on, but I digress. Fantastic job on this. Shadows of Colossus, very good. Took you 2 years to do, so you kept working on it. We love seeing that determination, especially on the original PS3 version. Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania, very good, rare trophies. You got your Sonic. Oh, you got Star Ocean on here. I'm sorry. Great job on the Spiral. Everyone loves Spiral. If you want to play, if you want a good game to play, play Spiral. But I saw this down here, and that stops me because this game on here is. Uh, yeah, you mentioned you had this, and it skipped my mind. Because I asked people about stuff on their profile before I do these reviews, and he did mention Star Ocean, and I forgot about it. But fantastic job on this is one of those games where if you platinum it, you are, in my book, a fantastic gamer because this one is an absolute pain in the neck. And in the letter Clarink sent me, he mentioned that this one is one he had to work on because getting all the battle trophies for Star Ocean is a pain. I went over that in my review, I think, of my own profile. And this is one you did recently, so you did this in February of this year. So, utterly fantastic job on that one. I love seeing that. If you, like I said, if you have this game, you're a great gamer in my book. On the other coin of that, though, Super Street Fighter 4 fighter game, and I think this is the first fighter game I've seen on your profile. Yeah, it was one of those early games from the PS3. So, like I said earlier, maybe when just starting out, you weren't into that. Super Street Fighter 4. I know Street Fighter 4 is one of the Street Fighter games with one of the biggest fan followings. I'm not into fighter games myself, but I know this one has a big following. So this one you might still be able to do. I'm not sure what the server status is for the online trophies because I know this has online trophies. Um, but I would go back and practice a little more on this, see what you can get on it, at least. Tales from the Borderlands, excellent. Love seeing that. Telltale's not bummed not getting a second season. All right, moving on. You got your Tales series, and more JRPGs finished, which is fantastic. Uh, Berseria, I gotta go back and finish that one myself. Zillia's one of my favorite Tales series. You even got the one that I don't like on here. The only one you don't got on here is my favorite Tales game, and that's Symphonia and Symphonia Dawn of a New World. They were released as remaster or HD remastered on the PS3. Um, I would recommend picking that one up. It's a very good game, very good story. Um, if you're a little more used to the modern controls of Berseria, it might be give you some muscle memory issues, but they're good games. Also, keep an eye out for Tales of Arise that's coming out relatively soon. Or it's not coming out relatively soon. I think it's going to be a PS5 title, but who knows? Might squeak in at the end of the PS4's lifespan. You got Tekken 6, so you do have another fighter game on your profile. So you yeah, good job on that one. Evil Within 2. Good seeing or Evil Within and Evil Within 2. All right, so you did a good job on one. You didn't do much with the DLC. I've said all I can about that. I've said all. I'm just gonna repeat myself again. You gotta work on the DLC on some of your games. That's fine. You got Evil Within 2 done, all which I love seeing. Last Guardian, very good. Legend of Korra, one of my favorite cartoon series. Very good. And it's also good seeing this game since it's one of the games that you can't get anymore. The license expired between the publisher and the people that own the Last Airbender Legend of Korra series. So you can't get this game on the network anymore. So you will need to track down a hard disk copy of that. And I don't think there's many hard disk copies floating around. So fantastic job on that one. Love seeing it. Order 1886. Good job. This was one that I finished up just the other week. I said in my last review that I was going to do this game after I got done with it, and I went and did it. So good job on that one. And I'm happy that I got that one as well. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Very good. Getting the platinum on that one. You didn't do much with the DLC on this one. I want to see how much DLC you got done. And then, so, very good on all that. Okay, so you didn't play any of the DLC on this one. So, another one that you just need to go back DLC, and you can get this A rank up to an S rank, definitely, with the skill on that. Transformers Devastation, good to see. Ultra rare platinum. This was another one Clarink mentioned to me. That it's another one of those licensed games that's expired that you can't get it anymore because of the license expiring between the owners of Transformers and the publisher. So if you ever wanted to play this one, you'd have to find a hard disk copy of it. But if you wanted a similar experience to this, I actually do have some familiarity with this game. If you want a similar gaming experience, I would recommend go playing one of the Gundam games because it's a lot of the same giant robots and the hack and slash genre. So, but very good on this. I know you're proud of this one too, so good job on that. You got your Uncharted. All you're missing is the DLC. That's all right. Until Dawn, our horror. What's the word? I don't want to say visual novel. I mean, it's basically a visual novel, but it's more of like an interactive movie, just based on the styling of it. But good job on that one. Wipeout Omega Collection. That looks like, yeah, you're working on that right now, it looks like. So I look forward to seeing you bump up this 2 a little more. Yeah, you got World of Final Fantasy. That was the other Final Fantasy game I didn't realize wasn't on the list because it's lower on the list. But you got it. Another fantastic addition to your Final Fantasy games. You're working on Yakuza Zero right now. That's the game that is on the top of your profile, so fantastic. This is a bit of a grindy one. I know that myself. It's on my profile. I got to go back and actually finish playing it myself. So keep working on this. You should be fine with that. And then Zero Time Dilemma. That's another visual novel, kind of like Danganronpa. So, good job on that one. That's one I don't know much about other than the genre it is. I'll have to check more on that one myself, and that's what I love about doing these reviews. I learn about more games that I haven't played. So, thank you very much for showing me that, Missy Mifred. So all in all, a very good profile. A lot of JRPG titles, a fantastic Final Fantasy stack, and I see a lot of potential for growth. I mean, you're at 90%, and the only stuff you're really missing is stuff that's DLC or games from the PS3. We're going to take a look at the stats right quick. So, stats, most of the games fit in the PS4 genre area or age right now. That's very cool. But you do have a good collection of PS3 games, and those were the ones where you had a lot of missing trophies. So that's probably early in your gaming career. So there's nothing wrong with that. But all in all, very good. You got some variation there. Your trophies, your breakdown is mostly bronze, but that's a common occurrence when you get over 100 games. And you got the important thing of the points being mostly from your gold, silver, and platinum. So fantastic job on that. Average trophy rarity sitting right near that 40% mark, which we strive for, because it's right around that 40 where you see a lot of gamers who play rare games, just because a lot of trophy, or when you go just play games in general, you're gonna get your common, uncommon trophies. But when you get close to 40, it means you're getting a very good amount of rares and very rares and your ultra rares. Fantastic on that. Average game completion 91. That's no surprise, seeing you're at a 90% total completion with your trophies. So fantastic on that. Only one game sitting in the 20 to 30 range, and I think you can do that fine. And then you got your zero games, but that's all right. You're still getting an S average, so you're doing great. Recommended you go back and work on those games where you got those low D and E ranks. You got no F ranks, so there's no games that you actually have at least tried the games you played. So fantastic job. Looking at your monthly activity. So you started off in March of 2013, and you were a little on the low side for a while. You took a break here and there. You took a little bit of a long break in 2014, came back from a bit, and then you took 2015 through 2016 off. That's all right. Maybe you were busy with school or something. I'm not sure. But it looks like you're just hitting your stride as a gamer and trophy hunter now. You have a lot of dips and valleys. That's good. All right. Sometimes you need to take a break, recharge. Maybe you're just waiting for a game that tickles your fancy. But when you do get into it, your peaks are averaging 300 trophies a month. So that's very cool, interesting to see. Usually I see this up at around the 200. So when you do get your gaming, you game a lot, which is neat to see. Uh, your trophy progression pile here. You got your long waits when you took your little hiatuses. Nothing wrong with that. But then it's been going steadily up. A few plateaus, but nothing too bad. And you're on the upswing right now, which is very good to see. Trophies by time. Let me make sure. Yes, I do have this set to Paris, so this will be reflective of your trophy times and not my trophy times here in Chicago. Yours, by time, yours is a lot like mine. Not very much in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, but then that magic between 10 p.m. and 2 p.m., that's when you do your best work, so fantastic to see that. As for days you're gaming, mostly on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you take advantage of those long weekend nights. So very cool to see. All in all, very good profile. And I think we're ready to move on to my final thoughts on this profile. Alright, so Clarink. Overall, another good profile, if not great. Just a quick overview again. Platinum trophies, 119. That's very good. Games that 100%ed, 109 out of 131, a good majority. Leaving with a total trophy completion of just over that 90% that I like seeing for completionist. Main highlights of Clarink that you got is the impressive collection of JRPG titles, namely the Final Fantasy series. You got them all completed. Kingdom Hearts, you got all of them completed, minus the one storybook game for the PS3, but I'm not going to hold you to that one very much. And then you got that Star Ocean, that ultra hard JRPG title that eludes everyone, which leaves you with a very good standing. And everything's very good. The only thing I would say is work on that DLC. I know no one likes buying the DLC, but I could see if you did go back and replay some of the titles on your profile, you could very well get maybe your 90% up to a 95. So, all in all, very good profile. Everything, it looks like you're just getting into your stride as a gamer. As I said when I was going over your stats, so I look forward to what you got going on in the future. Uh, all in all, now it's time to think of a title for you. And with the most of yours being in the RPG category, I think I got one for you. Since you are the first French gamer I have, it's going to be in French. Please forgive me if I murder the pronunciation or use the wrong term. I haven't spoken French since high school. Uh, but for your title, Monsieur Clarink, I dub the Ichimo RPG, or RPG Completionist for my English viewers. Like I said, please let me know if I'm using the wrong term there. So all in all, very good. I hope to see more stuff from you, Clarink. Thank you for participating. Merci beaucoup. And if you want to be reviewed, leave your PSN name down in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. I like hearing your thoughts on these, and I like people participating, and I like the response I've been getting. Each time I do a new review, I learn something new. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one. This is Goat King signing off for tonight.